Hi, welcome to our demo. We are Team Bharat. Our project is iHunt. iHunt is a web app that allows us to find and work on ongoing projects and also create new ones. First, you have to register to our website. To register, we need to put valid email address and password of minimum 8 characters, and you have to mention that you are a student or a faculty member have some extra privileges in that they can see the complete profile of students. Since John has successfully registered, he has to complete his profile like filling first name, last name, and phone number, which is length of 10 characters, which are all mandatory fields. After creating a new profile, we can see profile and edit it. On editing, a user can edit his or her research fields. So, user can add or delete research fields at any time. Next, a user can modify his or her accounts. Modifying an account means that they can change their email address or password, but for changing the password, they need to know the current password before they change it. User can log out from his profile. One another feature is that when a user forgets his password, he can click Forgot Password link and provide his email address to get password recovery email. Now, John wants to search for interesting projects to work on, so he will log in using his credentials. He will now click on Search Projects, selects Computer Science as a department to begin his search. Imagine John is interested in the first project. He can click on View button to see the overview of the project. Now, John decides to work on this, so he makes a join request by clicking on this button. A request will be made to the founding member Chandra. The founding member will decide whether he wants to work with John or not. And until John's join request is approved, John cannot work on this project. Now, imagine the founding member Chandra is logging in to the web app. Chandra can see the request he has received for his project by clicking My Request. Now, Chandra wants to approve John's request. Now, John is a team member of that project. Chandra can click My Projects to see all the projects he has created for which he becomes the founding member and also project he will collaborate. He can click on specific status to quickly sort the project by status. Chandra can also create a new project by filling in name, department, status, and start date and end date along with funding and difficulty level. He can go ahead back to My Projects and edit the newly created project. He can add new research fields and remove the new research fields he has added. Similarly, he can add new team members to the project and also remove team members from the project. Now, he can plan to create new iteration to work with Lasya. As he is founding member, he can edit iterations and also delete an iteration. Chandra now clicks on My Projects again to view his project Jarvis. He can go ahead and click on a specific iteration to see its task with basic information such as task name and who is it assigned to. If Chandra wants to create a new task for this iteration, so he can do that by clicking on Create New Task. Task can only be created either founding member or team member only. As a founding member, Chandra can edit an existing task to update information and also assign it to a specific person. He can also delete an existing task. Chandra can click on My Task to see all his tasks he is working for various projects. He can click on specific status to quickly sort all the tasks by status. Similarly, he can click on My Request to see all the requests for his projects. He can also quickly sort by the type of request. User can make a join request to be a part of Chandra's project. Similarly, a user like Lasya made a request to leave the project too. Whenever a request is approved or rejected, it cannot be changed again. You can see that each approved and rejected request shows when it was done. Imagine Chandra wants to approve Lasya's request to leave TSP problem project. During this step, he might detect the points as she is leaving in the middle. Now, Lasya is no longer part of the project TSP problem, and Lasya account will reflect the points detected in my contribution page. Now, when Lasya logins to her account, she can click My Requests page to see her approved leave request. Her My Projects page will no longer show TSP problem project. If Lasya tries to search for projects and end up seeing finding TSP problem, the project page show that she left this project permanently about 3 hours ago and she can never rejoin the project again. As I mentioned earlier, when Lasya logs into her account and clicks on My Contribution page, she can see the points detected for TSP problem. When the project that Lasya is working is complete, like authentication framework, the founding member awarded for Lasya's contribution. Lasya can click on specific types of contribution to quickly sort all her contributions by type. As a founding member, Lasya can click My Projects and choose particular project to delete. When a project is deleted, all its associated tasks and iterations will also be deleted automatically. Suppose one of Lasya's project conference tracking system is complete, she can go ahead and mark project as complete. During that step, Lasya can award all her team members for their contributions as points and money that they will receive. Now we can see the project status is updated to complete and hence Lasya and team members cannot make any modifications such as adding tasks and iterations for the project. It is only readable. Imagine our old friend John wants to leave a project. He will log in to the web app and go to the project he is working on. He will click on Leave Project to make a request to the founding member. Once the request is approved, John will be no longer a part of this project anymore. Now, I'll be talking little about backend implementation. We use Twitter Bootstrap for user interface. Because of using Twitter Bootstrap, our website is fully responsive, which means it is fully compatible with mobiles and tablets as shown here. It looks really great. Now I'll be presenting some more cool features of our web app. Any user of a system can click on dashboard to see the summary of his or her projects, tasks, requests and contributions in a single glance. By clicking toggle menu link at the top, user can maximize or minimize the size of the page. It is like distraction free mode. In most of the places where we display results like My Task page, here we have enabled pagination feature with a limit of 5 results. This applies to My Contribution, Search Projects, My Request, My Project pages as well. Suppose that Lasya is editing one of her tasks. If she log out and clicks back and refreshes the page, the authentication will force user to edit that task. We implemented authentication throughout the application for every page that needs login. We have also implemented authorization checks at the controller level that ensures that only the authorized user will be able to perform action he is allowed to. For example, if Lasya is viewing a task with ID 10 and she changes the URL access task 1, she will redirect it to a fancy 403 page that tells her that she is not authorized to perform that access. This way, she can only access her task. Similar checks have been implemented for projects, iterations, contributions, and requests. Also, our developers leveraged enums as a best practice for storing integers. All model classes have validation rules and associations. We also have proper seed data for all our model associations. We have also written unit tests and controller tests. Let us run the test in the terminal. We can see that it did 95 runs for 129 assertions with no failures and errors or skips. This concludes the demo for our project. Thank you.